Krásny dobrý deň, moje meno je Peter Beťar a môžete ma poznať z môjho blogu peterbeťar.com alebo Academy, som zakladateľ Academy. Dneska tu máme veľmi špeciálneho hostia z Londýna, z UK. Prišiel na Slovensko môj učiteľ NLP, pán Mick McEvoy. Dnes by sme ho chceli trošku vyspovedať a položiť mu pár otázok pre našich fanúšikov o NLP. So, hi Mick.
Hi, how you doing?
Good.
Fantastic.
Welcome in Slovakia.
It's my absolute pleasure. I'm loving it.
We are very happy and glad that you came here and you are here with us for a few days.
Yeah.
And can you tell us a little bit about yourself and what made you get into NLP?
Wow, crikey, tell me a bit about myself. I'll try and make a long story short.
Yeah,
Okay?
if you can, just shortly, yeah.
Yeah, okay, a little bit about myself. You know, I've always really been into personal development. I can remember back to the age of 15, I always used to write my plans down rigorously, you know, step by step what I needed to achieve. And I had an ultimate belief that I really believe that anything I put my mind to, I will achieve, you know, and I started that at a very young age. My first book on rural personal development was a book called The Power of the Unconscious Mind, and I bought that in 1981.
Oh my God, it's a long time ago.
You know, but it really changed my life because it was really about the unconscious mind and how powerful that is, and that sort of led me on my journey. And I really discovered NLP in what was it, 1980. One or two or something like that.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
I know you as a trainer of NLP and I'm one of your students. So can you tell us, like, how many years you train people and helping doing that?
Yeah, I've been for 16 years. You know, I started on my course doing my diploma, and then I've done my practitioner, and I loved it so much I've done it again and again and again and again. And eventually the trainer said to me, "Will you actually run the courses for me?" I said, "Yeah, no problem." So yeah, I started my journey like 16 years ago.
Would you explain to our fans and viewers what NLP is?
Yeah,
what is that?
You know, it's a great question, and NLP is such a massive subject that it'd be far too
just try to shortly
to explain. So I'm going to give you a really short version.
Just a piece.
You know, NLP is really, when people ask me what NLP is, I really just say to them, you know, it's about making rapid positive changes in your life, in a nutshell. But NLP is really about modelling excellence. So if you're thinking about NLP, it's you take a person that's got some skill or excellence that you perhaps want, and you model that. So, for example, somebody's playing golf or something, and you want to play golf like them. You can model it on the outside, very, very, very easily, if you like. You know, you just copy them.
If I understand, like, if, for example, I try to be and I want to be successful in my life, and for example, Tony Robbins is one of the best.
Fantastic model to model.
So if I use his structure or
so if you look,
I can copy him, or
if you look at the way Anthony behaves, his movement, and the way his enthusiasm comes across, and you know, even if you turn the sound down, watch him, you're like that, aren't you? But you know, NLP is really about modelling also what's going on inside. You know, we've got 5 senses, and so we model that as well. You know, our thought patterns, our beliefs, our values, etc. And so the NLP has discovered a way to actually unpick that and create a model out of it that you can actually sort of install in another person, if you like. So that's really the excellence of NLP, and that's why people can make such rapid positive changes in their life very quickly.
Fantastic, fantastic. Would you share with our viewers what does NLP stand for?
NLP, so the N, right, for example, is Neuro. Now, Neuro is really about our neuro pathways in our mind, and it's about our nervous system. So you have your neuro pathways in your brain and our nervous system. Now, from the outside world, we experience the outside world with our 5 senses: what we see, hear, feel, smell, taste. Feeling, the eye, tactile, feeling, you know, touching. So our nervous system and our neuro pathways pick up the outside world through our senses. So, and then you've got the linguistic side of things. So the linguistic is our language. So we have an experience and we have to put some structure to that experience with our language. And so we use our language patterns to describe those experiences. Now, and you've got the linguistic side of it as well, that can actually enhance it or make things bad. So our internal dialogue can really actually destroy ourselves, or we can empower ourselves, you know. And so you've got the programming as well. So programming is really about our habits, if you like. So we are programmed naturally, and so we respond to certain things without consciously being aware of it. So we're programmed as habits and behaviours, our thought patterns. So you've got the neuro linguistic programming. I don't know if that sort of...
thank you. It's enough. Yeah, thank you. How do you use NLP in your work? If
in
you
my
are
work?
back in UK.
Oh, right. You know, I love my work. It's a passion. You know, it's God, you know, I just couldn't think about going back and doing the old things I used to do, because every day I wake up excited about the day, because changing people's lives is just a passion for me. You know, I love it when people get, you know, results. You know, a lot of people come to see me for, you know, they may have problems. For example, they might have fears, phobias, stress, anxiety, panic attacks, depression, smoking, gambling, drugs, drinking, all this sort of away from things. You know, some people come to see me because they want to make, you know, positive changes in their life. They want confidence, they want self-esteem, they want to achieve their goals quicker, you know, want to be successful. So you've got a lot of people that are away from, moving away from problems, and you've got a lot of people that are coming towards what they want. And so I work with that type of thing every day. And so every day is varied, you know. You never know what's going to happen. If somebody comes in for you one thing, they might come in for smoking, but it ends up maybe somewhere else. So it's just great.
Have you used NLP to make changes in your own life?
Well, I have. If I told you the way I was 16 years ago, you would probably not believe me. I was a complete and utter introvert. There's no ways I would be sitting here, introvert. There's no ways I would sit here talking to you in front of a camera or talking to large groups of individuals. You know, I'd rather cut off my arm than stand up and talk to people. You know, my life was very different. So NLP is like, on my diploma, it was just my diploma. The first 4 days that I had done in NLP literally turned my life around. Absolutely 180 degrees. So, because I wanted to share this stuff. You know, I was like, wow, I want to share this stuff. So I had to make those changes. But, you know, I just thankfully I found NLP, and it literally turned my life around. You know, there's other things. I stopped smoking as well. I actually lost a load of weight. I put a bit back on, but it's going again.
I'm on my way as well.
Yes, fantastic. Yeah, good for you. So, yeah, it's made big changes in my life, for sure.
Thank you.
That's just a small bit I just talked about.
Would you share with our viewers what else they could do with NLP?
Well, apart from what I've just told you, what I do with my clients, you know, it's communication as well. So NLP has sort of unpacked how people communicate. A lot of people think we just communicate with words. It's a very small percentage of how we communicate. There's so much more going on as well. So NLP has really gone very deep into communication, gaining rapport with people, building relationships. You know, how, you know, if a relationship has collapsed, perhaps helping rebuild relationships, personal development, learning. Biggest thing for me when I started was learning, because, you know, I wasn't very academic at all. And so I learned how to learn. You know, and I ask people on the course, who's been taught how to learn? And they look at me like, no, but they're in a learning environment, if you like. And so learning was a big thing for me. You can help people change unwanted habits, for example, focus on their goals, channel their energy, their motivation, their passion, their desire to actually get to their goals. Because some people start and they lose steam and they go, but with the NLP you can really empower that to get the people to achieve their goals. I could go on. There's a lot more that you know that I've just explained. So, but
Fantastic.
I know we've got a time schedule here. So anyway, that's some of the things you can do with NLP. You know?
My other question is NLP easy to learn?
Well, if I tell you about my background, you know, my achievement at school, that I wasn't at the bottom of the class. Okay, you know, I was the second up from the bottom of the class. You know, my academics was pretty poor. You know, so on a serious note, it's easy. It's about life.
Yeah.
NLP is really about life. It's not about learning something new. It's bringing it into the conscious awareness. And so the way I teach it, I teach it with using all the five senses. I studied accelerated learning as well, so because I wanted to catch up with my own abilities. So I introduced all that type of thing into the training. So people learn very easy. It's a little bit of structure in there, but it's step by step by step. It's no big overwhelm. You know, we work through it bit by bit by bit. So to answer your question, NLP is easy to learn.
It is. Thank you.
It is, for sure. Otherwise, I couldn't have done it.
I'm sure our viewers, they will have a lots of questions about the courses.
Yeah, I'm sure.
And here is one of that question. We're organizing some seminars and workshop and courses here in Slovakia. I'm sure our viewers, they will have a lot of questions about
they
it.
do, you know.
And here is one of that question already. Are there exams on your seminars?
Exams, God! You know, if there were exams when I'd done my diploma, if I knew, I wouldn't have booked onto the course. You know? I booked on the course. I went onto the course, and then once I started, I thought, oh my God, is there exams? But you know, there's no exams. You know, NLP. People come to these courses for different reasons. Sometimes they come for their own personal development. You know, and sometimes they come on a course because they just love being in the environment of like-minded, positive people. You know, it's not about exams. It's not about having to have those skills. They're there to enjoy and celebrate in just being, you know, with those people. So, you know, to give an exam on something like that, you know, you can't really do it. So, if somebody wants a certification, which you can get 2 certificates. You get one from my organisation, which is recognised in the UK, and also you can get an international certificate, which is recognised throughout the whole world as an NLP diploma with the International NLP Trainers Association. Now, to get that, there's no exam, so we'll be guiding everybody through the course. There is a criteria to meet, but nobody fails. You know, the only way a person will ever be failed if they do something totally wrong. You know, I haven't failed anybody yet. No,
Okay.
I would never do it.
Thank God. Thank God there's no exams.
No exams.
Thank
Answer
you.
Your question.
There will be few types of courses, like 4-day diploma, NLP practitioner, NLP master practitioner, and of course, 1-day taster workshop. What people can expect from this workshop?
Which one? The taster?
The taster.
The taster's brilliant. You know, because it's a fantastic way to introduce people to NLP. I'd be doing lots of demonstrations. I'll be talking, but also it's interactive. So they're not going to sit there and just listen to me waffle on for.
It's not that kind of like a boring.
No. It's an interactive. Everything I do is interactive. So you'll have some hands-on experience.
Yes.
If people don't want to do it, it's fine. It's their space, their time. But you know, lots of people love to do some interaction and practice some of these skills and see them in it working right there and then. So the tasters are a really simple way for people to meet us. You know, I'm sure they love to meet you. A lot of people know you through the internet, but they've never met you in person. So, you know, I'm sure they're becoming more for you than me sometimes. You know, so it'd be great for them to meet you, meet me, and have that experience. You know, NLP, you can't learn NLP from a book. You know, it's like going into a restaurant, looking at the menu, and saying, "That tastes nice." It's a picture or it's a words about what's on the menu.
Yeah.
You can get a sense of what it is, but you can never experience it. Same as NLP. You can read about it, but you'll never experience it. You know, you have to actually do it to actually learn it and have that experience to really understand what NLP is. So this is why we do these tasters, because you know, we could do a booklet or send people information, but they're not going to have that real experience because it is really, you know, empowering and motivating for people to do that. Yeah.
Good.
Fantastic.
And the last question is, how do you like Slovakia? How
I
was your
love it.
first 4 days here?
Honestly, people might just think I'm saying this, but I actually love it. It's absolutely wonderful. The people here seem more laid back. I'm from London, you know, and like, everything's so rush and stressed, and well, not for me, you know, being an NLP master and that.
Yeah.
But you know, people are rushing around here. You know, look at it. It's just absolutely wonderful. You know, when I was packing to come out, I thought, shall I put a jumper on because it's probably going to be cold there. God, it's hotter here than it is in bloody England. I should have brought shorts with me. You know, honestly, I just totally love it. I'd actually love to live here. It's wonderful. Bratislava is just a super city. And,
Thank you very much.
Wonderful place. So, you know, thank you very much. And you've been so good to look after me. You're a wonderful person, so thank you.
Thank you
just
for
made
the
my
interview
stay
as well.
absolutely special. So thank you very much.
Thank you, Mick.
Honestly,
See you
I mean
soon.
that. Yeah,
Thanks.
I hope so.
Ďakujeme veľmi pekne Mickovi za jeho čas a vidíme sa na našich seminároch, ktoré spolu organizujeme. Viac informácií vám prinesieme na webových stránkach, či už v facebookovej komunite Každodenná motivácia, inšpirácia, alebo na webovej stránke peterbeťar.com alebo uacademy.sk. Majte sa krásne a pekný zvyšok dňa.